Hi all, my name is Connor and welcome to Security Radio Officer Notes Episode 5. First of all, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content. In this episode, I would like to explore more of the unknown and darkness. As someone who has gotten 2 DUIs, I can tell you it's not worth it. The reparations to the court and financially really do pale in comparison to the impact it has on one's psyche. For my first DUI, which was a bit of stretch in my opinion, I don't want to elaborate on details out of privacy concerns, but it was horrendous. My parents got the call in the middle of the night that I needed bailed from jail. They were not happy, to say the least. I think I was 19 at the time of my first DUI. I was young and dumb. Yet luckily, the judge granted me a diversion agreement where eventually the charge was diverted or expunged. This wasn't the case in my second DUI, as I received a fully guilty conviction and paid probably upwards of $10,000, mainly in fees and ignition interlock monitoring services. I was 24 at the time of my second DUI. Now I'm 27. I look back and think, that time went by in the blink of an eye. Take it from me, don't make my mistake. It's not worth the arguing, the pleading, the crying, and the anger, and the time lost. What I would do to be 24 again and have a clean slate. The moral of the story, I guess, is don't do this, yes, but look at possible repercussions of your actions. And yes, I tried to reiterate to myself how badly I messed up. I tried telling myself you deserve this punishment, and you'll never live it down. That's probably true, albeit a little harsh. But let's think ahead. Gone are the days when you could get away with driving drunk or high by just knowing the police officer pulling you over. Same thing with military enlistment being offered in lieu of jail time, but that's a different story. In today's world, DUIs are increasingly common, and it is every bit as terrible of an idea as I make it sound. Restitution to the state and your church can make you homeless, bankrupt you, or leave you dead on the side of a road. There's no mulligan or second chance in driving intoxicated. If you haven't been caught, you will be. Our roads deserve sober drivers, and so do others sharing the road. I could go on about all the times I used to almost, and sometimes completely, break down from the weight of my bad decision. Add insult to injury, but I had a friend offer me a ride the second time. Yeah, I turned her down because I'm a fool. I thought, heck nah, I want to drive. She should have taken my keys. But it's not her fault at all. My parents thought my life was over. My goose was cooked. Last nail in the coffin. You know? What was I thinking? I mean, now I'm okay and I have completed repaying my government, but I feel like I owe it to society at large. I need to turn over a new leaf. Maybe this means exploring my inner sheepdog or faith. All I know is that I'm ever repenting for my actions. I know I can't ever undo that, and that scares me. I think we don't think about our darkness or the unknown so much because it's uncomfortable for us. It goes against the grain of life, so to speak, or what we know. So maybe it is best to leave big swaths of darkness swirling in the unknown alone. I would call driving impaired a big swath of darkness. It is possible to harness this darkness, I think. You've just got to relish in it. You've got to relish in it. Use it as the framework or chassis to move forward. God probably keeps Satan on a short leash. He can only perform limited evils. My thought is that there is too much good compared to evil, so light, good, will always win. But there are so many ways to break, to just give up, and fall apart. It can be mentally, in spirit, physically, and you can break your heart. But if that happens, you've got to stand back up because that means the fight is just beginning. It's just the start. So despite any shortfalls, breakdowns, or darkness, you have to let go. Let go, and move on. Thanks for listening.